Hi everyone, Aidan here with etrailer.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at this replacement LED taillight from Buyers Products. Let's get started. We've got all of our standard lighting functions here. We've got our running light going right now. We're also going to have our brake light and our turn signal. Everything is LED in here. We've got 6 diodes. You can see with the running light here, we do get pretty good illumination and it gets much brighter with that brake and turn signal. So visibility I don't think is going to be a problem at all with this. Now around the border here you can see we have a rubber grommet, and that's actually going to be how it mounts to the trailer. It's going to help it actually sit a little bit recessed, much more flush than our previous light that we had on here, and it's not going to require any sort of holes or drilling. It just sits in like this and actually holds it pretty darn well. It does have a polycarbonate lens here, so that it is going to be fairly impact resistant. If any rocks or anything were to come up and hit it, I don't think that would be an issue with cracking. Speaking of mounting, everything's going to be pretty easy to install. The only thing you're really going to have to worry about is wiring up for 3 wires. So just make sure you test your trailer wiring, which we'll show you how to do, so you know what wire is going to what signal, and then just make those connections with some heat shrink butt connector. But let's go and check out how we did it. So the first step of our install is to remove the old light. For ours today, we've just got 2 self-tapping screws that I will remove on the top and bottom here. Every application might be a bit different depending on what you've got set up for your trailer. And once we do get this removed, all the wires in the back are already disconnected. So we'll be able to just pull the whole light housing away from the trailer. So then we can pull that back like this. We've got our 3 wires, and we've got our other 3 ends right here that we will connect the new light to. So with the running lights on our vehicle, we can go and test. We've got our ground hooked up on our white wire there, and then if I go and touch this black wire, we can see that it's lighting up, letting us know that the black wire on the trailer side is also going to be for our running lights, and that red wire will also be for our stop and turn signal. So now that we've identified all the wires on our trailer end, we can get connecting with the new light. This one is going to be a kit that comes with the light that has that plug and play end, as well as this lead that has the male end of that plug and all of the bare wires there that we will connect to the trailer. Now you can get this piece separate, so if you are watching that video, just watch this portion and then you're good to go. Otherwise, if you're watching the kit video, we'll just start with this piece. Now in our application today, we are going to cut off the ring terminal and strip that end back and just direct connect it to the trailer. If you do choose to go with that ring terminal, you will need your own self-tapping screw to mount it up. So I'll just strip back that end, and I'll probably extend the portions on the other wire leads just to give us a little bit more bare wire to work with, twisting that end up so it goes into the butt connector easier, and then we'll attach them to the other wires. We'll start by running the heat shrink butt connector over that wire end on our connector here, and then you can just crimp that down, giving it a good tug just to make sure everything's secured, which it is. I'm going to go through and I'll do that for these other 3 wires. We're going to match them up with the colors on the trailer wiring since we've already identified those and we know that they match. We'll crimp that down the same way that we did all the others. Test that connection, and then we can go back through and heat shrink all these connections once they've been made. At this point, we can just take the plug and play end, connect that to our light. It's a little bit stiff there, but once you find the right part, you can see it slides in really well. All that rubber seal is making sure things stay watertight. And we can take this mess of wires and just kind of tuck it back up into there. And the rubber grommet will keep things sealed into this hole here. So we'll get that attached. And you'll kind of feel it push into place just like that to get a nice flush appearance. And we can now go ahead and test our lighting functions. And going through our lighting functions here, we can see we've got running lights, we have our brake lights, and of course our turn signal. Once we've verified that everything is working properly, we can go ahead and hit the road. And that's all there is to it for our Buyers Products replacement LED tail light here. Thanks for watching.